Today in class, we learned the curvature tool, which is very similar to the pen tool. The pen tool allows you to choose where to put anchor points as well as how far to pull your Bezier handles, which makes it a little bit more of a difficult tool to use. The curvature tool is a little bit more implied. It kind of assumes where curves should go, which can be a good thing in some cases and a bad thing in others. So we're going to practice today using this tool. Pen tool is the one I prefer. I think it allows more precision, and overall, once you learn the pen tool, you can kind of make anything. But for today, let's practice with this tool. The curvature tool is located right underneath the pen tool. Is shift, was it like a little asterisk, is the quick key. Now you can tell right from the beginning you're using this tool because it has a little like squiggly line next to it. Now I gave you some reminders on how to use the curvature tool. If you're going to draw a straight line, you're going to double click. And if you're going to draw a curved line, you're just going to click and put a point down. So let's pretend I'm drawing this line. I would click, double click, double click. You see that now it's a straight line? All the way around, just like I would with the pen tool. Make sure I close my path with that little zero. And now I have a shape. I can color it any color I'd like. Now when it comes to curves, this is where the tool kind of does a lot of like guesswork. So let's say I'm starting here. I'm going to put a point down and just simply click. When I go to click my next point, as soon as I move, I'm not dragging, I just click and let go. As soon as I move my mouse, you see how it kind of guesses where my curve should go? And in this case, I tried to put a point like midway through, so I had more control. I'm going to put one more point here. Again, I'm not dragging, I'm just clicking. I'll put another point here, and the computer is doing all the guesswork of where it thinks points should go. I'm going to remove this fill so you can see. Now, sometimes it does a really good job. I'm going to double click here to get a straight line, and double click here to get a straight line. Double click, okay? And that keeps those lines straight. What I do like about the curvature tool is that with the curvature tool activated, you can click on any anchor point and control where it's located, how far or close things are, and you can still swap to your direct selection tool, click on a handle in this end, in this like case, and edit it. So curvature tool is good, while it's activated, you can edit your points, but in order to get the handles, you do need your direct selection tool. So it has its benefits and has its drawbacks. What I'd like you to do for part 1 is just choose one of these shapes to practice using the curvature tool. I know you will be tempted to use the pen tool, but just for today, use this tool. Even if it's not perfect, it's practice. For the second part, I want you to choose one of these to create. And these all have curved lines. So again, when you're using the curvature tool, you're just clicking on a point, clicking on another point, and then pulling and seeing what direction the curve goes in. If it's not perfect when you first start drawing, then you can fix it afterwards. Like this curve is not so great. I'll fix it when I'm done. And I'm gonna do one of these. It's okay, I can kind of move these with my curvature tool activated and then take my direct selection tool and kind of edit the handles to be a little larger or smaller depending how well I did, okay? The main chunk of today you're gonna spend recreating this little whale and a seaweed kind of vibe. What I'd like you to use is use only the curvature tool for this and maybe the ellipse tool for the bubbles. And then I want you to add some color. Please don't use these colors precisely. I'm just showing you an exemplar, and you'll place your design below. I decided to add some water so it looked more like an underwater scene, which you're welcome to do. If you finish early, there's an extension with some options to create some vector, simple vectors with the curvature tool. Get comfortable using the tool, save often. Good luck.